Oh, that's really heat hot, temperature hot. Oh, it's
10 unique ingredients that shaped American food that you can't get elsewhere. American cuisine is a melting pot of flavors, which have been shaped by centuries of diversity and innovation. But some ingredients are so uniquely American that you can't find them anywhere else in the world. From native plants to inventions born out of necessity, these ingredients define American cuisine in ways that go beyond taste. They tell us stories of culture and adaptation. In this video, we're exploring 10 unique ingredients that have played a key role in shaping American food. Let's get started. Number 1. Pawpaw. The pawpaw is the biggest native fruit in North America, yet most people have never heard of it. It has a creamy texture and a flavor that's a mix of banana, mango, and melon. This earned it the nickname America's Forgotten Fruit. Native American tribes relied on pawpaws as a food source, and early European settlers ate them too. Even George Washington supposedly enjoyed them chilled for dessert. They grow wild in the Midwest and Appalachian regions, but because they spoil quickly, you won't see them in grocery stores.
This is the pawpaw, a fruit native to Michigan that has been all but forgotten. On Sundays and Wednesdays, Boone opens his...
These days, pawpaws are making a small comeback at farmers markets and craft breweries. They are used in jams, ice cream, and even beer. Their rich, custard-like texture makes them perfect for desserts, but they also work great in smoothies and baked goods. 2. White sweet potatoes. Most people are familiar with orange sweet potatoes, but white sweet potatoes have been a southern favorite for generations. They're drier, less sweet, and have a rich, nutty flavor almost like chestnuts. This makes them perfect for roasting, mashing, or baking. These sweet potatoes first became popular in the American South, where they were a key ingredient in dishes like sweet potato pie and casseroles. During food shortages, they were even used as a substitute for regular potatoes. What makes them stand out is their versatility. White sweet potatoes shine in both savory and sweet dishes, and they're great in hash, fries, and even stews. Number 3. Geoduck. Pronounced geoduck, this giant clam from the Pacific Northwest is unlike anything else. With its long, stretching siphon and slightly crunchy texture, geoduck is a prized delicacy in Washington state and beyond. Indigenous tribes have been harvesting geoduck for centuries, but it gained wider popularity in the U.S. in the late 20th century, especially among seafood lovers who enjoy its sweet, briny flavor.
Let's cook a geoduck clam. Nope, this is not what you think it is. It's actually a clam. While it looks weird, this is one of the longest living...
You often find geoduck in sushi, chowders, and ceviche, where its fresh, ocean-like taste stands out. It's also one of the priciest shellfish out there. Some sell for over $100 a pound. Number 4. Mayhaw berries. Mayhaw berries are a hidden southern gem, mostly found in Louisiana, Georgia, and Texas. These small, red tart berries grow in swamps and are best known for making mayhaw jelly, which is a classic southern favorite. Native Americans have used mayhaws for centuries, but they really took off in the South as a key ingredient in jams, syrups, and even wines. Their tart flavor makes them perfect for balancing out sweet dishes. Mayhaw trees are a uniquely American treasure because they are rare outside the U.S. Today, local farmers and chefs are working hard to keep the tradition alive, making sure mayhaw-based products remain a southern staple. 5. New Mexico Hatch chilies. Chili peppers grow all over the world, but Hatch chilies are special to New Mexico. These green chilies thrive in the Hatch Valley, where the dry, sunny climate and rich soil give them their signature smoky sweet flavor. They were first cultivated by Spanish settlers in the 1600s, and with time, Hatch chilies became a key part of southwestern cooking. Unlike other chilies, they have a deep, earthy taste with just the right amount of heat. This makes them perfect for everything from stews to burgers. In New Mexico, Hatch chilies are a big deal. There's even a whole festival dedicated to roasting them. This annual festival takes place on Labor Day weekend every year. You won't find true Hatch chilies outside the U.S. since they need very specific growing conditions, making them a rare and unique ingredient. 6. American persimmons. The American persimmon has been a part of North American diets for centuries. Unlike the more familiar Asian persimmons, these are smaller and range from deep orange to reddish in color. They have a rich, honey-like flavor when fully ripe, but eat one too soon and you'll regret it, as the high tannin content makes unripe persimmons extremely bitter and inedible. Native American tribes were the first to use this fruit, drying it for storage and mixing it into corn-based breads and porridges. European settlers later adopted it, creating new recipes like persimmon pudding, which was a dense, moist dessert similar to British steamed pudding. Over the years, persimmons have also been used in jams, fruit leathers, and even as a natural sweetener for baking. Despite their long history, American persimmons are hard to find in stores due to their short shelf life and tricky ripening process. Number 7. Grits. Grits are a southern classic with deep roots in Native American cooking. Made from dried, ground corn, they're similar to polenta but have a creamier, slightly coarse texture. This simple yet hearty dish is a staple in Southern cuisine and shows up in everything from big breakfast plates to upscale shrimp and grits. The Muskogee people were the first to make grits by grinding dry corn into a coarse meal and boiling it into a thick porridge. European settlers adopted the dish and it quickly became a Southern staple since corn was easier to grow than wheat. By the 19th and 20th centuries, grits had become a go-to comfort food, often served with butter, cheese, or seafood.
Southern grits, and no, we're not washing them. First, you're going to add 3 cups of water to a large pot, and you're going to go in with 1 cup of heavy cream. Bring that to a boil, and then you're going to add your salt and pepper. I'm using the old-fashioned grits. You're going to add 1 cup and bring the heat to low.
What sets grits apart is the type of corn used, usually white hominy corn, which goes through a process called nixtamalization. This not only softens the texture, but also boosts its nutritional value. Today, grits are more popular than ever, with options like stone ground, instant, and heirloom varieties making their way into kitchens across the country. 8. Sassafras. Sassafras is a uniquely American plant with a rich history in both food and medicine. Its leaves, bark, and roots have all been used in different ways. Native Americans were the first to use sassafras, brewing its roots into a fragrant tea they believed had medicinal benefits. European settlers quickly adopted it and have even exported it to Europe in the 16th and 17th centuries. But sassafras became most famous as the original flavoring for root beer. In the 19th century, the drink was traditionally brewed with sassafras root and other spices and used as a popular refreshment. However, in the 1960s, the FDA banned saffrole, a compound in sassafras root, over concerns about its potential cancer risk in high doses. So, today's root beer is artificially flavored to mimic the original taste. Even though it is no longer used in root beer, sassafras is still an essential part of Cajun and Creole cooking. Its dried ground leaves are used to make filet powder, a thickener for gumbo that adds an earthy, slightly citrusy flavor. Number 9. California Bay Laurel. The California Bay Laurel is a native West Coast tree with powerfully aromatic leaves that have been used in cooking for centuries. It's similar to the Mediterranean bay leaf, but the California variety has a stronger, spicier flavor with a menthol-like kick. Indigenous tribes in California use the leaves for both food and medicine, brewing them into teas for headaches and colds. The tree's nuts were also roasted and eaten. Early settlers and later chefs found that the leaves added a bold, herbal depth to stews, soups, and braised dishes. Unlike traditional bay leaves, which have a milder flavor, California bay leaves pack a punch. A little goes a long way, and too many can easily overpower a dish with their sharp, almost eucalyptus-like taste. But for those who love strong flavors, they bring a unique richness to slow-cooked meals. Because of their intensity, California bay leaves have stayed a regional specialty rather than becoming a global spice. But for chefs and home cooks in California and the Pacific Northwest, they are an essential part of West Coast cuisine. 10. Muscadine grapes. Muscadine grapes are a unique American variety that thrive in the hot, humid climate of the southeastern U.S. Unlike the more common European grapes, muscadines have a thick skin, a juicy aromatic center, and a natural resistance to pests and diseases. Native American tribes had already used them as a food source when the European settlers discovered them in the 16th century. Early colonists saw their potential for winemaking, and by the 18th and 19th centuries, muscadines became the foundation of southern wine production. Scuppernongs, which is a specific type of muscadine, were even used to make some of the first American wines. Muscadines are naturally high in sugar, which makes them ideal for sweet wines, jellies, and syrups. Unlike traditional grape wines, muscadine wines have a bold, floral aroma with a distinct musky flavor that sets them apart from European wines. Since muscadines don't grow well outside the southeastern U.S., their wine remains a regional specialty, rarely found outside the area. In addition to wine, muscadines are often eaten fresh, though their thick skins can be an acquired taste. They are also part of some southern homemade remedies, as they are packed with antioxidants. Muscadines aren't often found beyond the U.S., yet they are an essential ingredient in southern agriculture and food heritage. And there you have it, 10 ingredients that have shaped American cuisine in some truly unique ways. These ingredients show off the rich diversity and creativity of American food. Which ones have you tried? And are there any other uniquely American ingredients that you think should have made the list? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more fun food and cultural history. Thanks for watching.